Welcome back to Soundscape, where we dive into the meaning behind the songs that speak to the soul. Today, we re-unpacking one of DAX's most profound and spiritually charged tracks, a song that confronts pain, faith, doubt, and divine purpose all at once. This is the story behind God's Eye. So who is DAX? Before we can understand the song, we have to understand the man behind it. DAX, born Daniel Nosu Jr., built his career not just on incredible music, but on something deeper, meaning. His journey is the stuff of legend. He started out as a janitor, sweeping floors while chasing colossal dreams. But he wasn't just a dreamer. He was a poet, turning the raw, unfiltered pain of life into powerful lyrical poetry. Today, he stands as one of the most fearless and successful independent artists in the game. What makes DAX so special is that he has always used his voice to express the silent battles people face every single day, but rarely talk about out loud. God's Eye is one of his deepest, most vulnerable works. It's not just a song. It's a raw, unfiltered conversation between him and God, between the struggling human and the higher purpose he's desperately searching for. It captures a moment of pure, honest struggle that resonates with millions. Let's dive into the story of the song itself. At its heart, God's Eye is a powerful, desperate cry for understanding. The song opens with a theme that everyone at some point has felt. Life just keeps throwing battles at you, one after another, and you're left standing in the wreckage wondering why. Why is this happening to me? DAX speaks with unflinching honesty about the weight of it all. He talks about the sting of heartbreak, the isolation of being misunderstood, the gut-wrenching feeling of being abandoned by the very people you thought would be there. He talks about being overwhelmed by the crushing expectations of the world, of others, and even of himself. And through it all, he's trying to find some sliver of purpose in the middle of all that suffering. This isn't a song where the hero pretends to have it all together. He's not pretending to be strong. In fact, he's admitting he's tired, he's weary, he's at his limit. It's a feeling so many of us experience but are too afraid to say out loud. The title itself, God's Eye, represents that one. All-seeing perspective that sees everything with perfect clarity, even when our own vision is clouded by tears, confusion, and pain. It's the belief that somewhere, somehow, it all makes sense. This leads us to the core internal struggle of the song. The central question that echoes through every verse is, why me? It's a question that has haunted humanity for centuries. Why do good people have to suffer? Why does life seem to hurt even more when you read genuinely trying to do the right thing? Why does the world feel so unfair, so unbalanced, so completely unforgiving at times? DAX delivers his verses almost like a confession. It feels like we're witnessing him on his knees, in a moment of private prayer, pleading with God for clarity. You can hear the anguish in his voice as he asks these profound questions. Is this pain that I'm feeling right now actually shaping me into something better? Is this crushing loneliness just a necessary part of the journey I have to walk? Is all this suffering just building the man that you, God, want me to ultimately be? It's the profound, paradoxical feeling of being completely broken, shattered into a million pieces, but still holding on to the hope. The faith that there must be a reason for all this brokenness, a belief that the pieces will one day be reassembled into something stronger. So what is the ultimate meaning? What is DAX trying to tell us? The song is about finding purpose in pain. God's Eye serves as a powerful reminder that even when life feels like a chaotic, confusing mess, and even when the weight of the world feels too heavy to bear, and especially when nothing seems to make any sense at all, there is a perspective higher than our own. There is a grand design we can't see. The song suggests that there is a purpose behind the pressure. There is a deep, transformative meaning hidden within the pain. This song isn't about being perfect or having unwavering faith. It's about being brutally honest with God, honest with yourself, and honest about your wounds. DAX masterfully shows us that true faith isn't just about singing praises when life is good and everything is going your way. Real faith is about holding on with everything you've got. When life hurts, when you're lost, and when you feel completely alone. It's the faith that says, I don't understand this, but I trust you. This brings us to the powerful, universal message of the song. God's Eye carries a message of hope for anyone who feels lost. It tells us that we all go through battles we don't understand. We all question why things happen the way they do. We all struggle to find meaning when we're in pain. The song's ultimate comfort is this: in the eyes of God, from that higher perspective, nothing is ever wasted. Not a single tear, not a single struggle. Your heartbreak, your failures, your mistakes, your darkest moments of hardship, they aren't random punishments. They are the very tools being used to shape you, to mold you, to carve you into the incredible person you are destined to become. This is a song for anyone who has cried alone in their room at night. It's for anyone who feels completely unseen by the world. It's for anyone who has ever looked at their life and wondered if their struggles even matter. And DAX, through this beautiful masterpiece, looks you in the eye and reminds you with absolute certainty they do. They matter more than you can possibly imagine. In the end, God's eye is so much more than a prayer. It's a journey. It's a journey from confusion to trust. It's a journey from pain to purpose. It's a journey from feeling unseen and forgotten to realizing that you are being watched over from above, with love and a plan. It's a song that gives you permission to be broken and the strength to believe you'll be whole again. Now I want to turn it over to you. Have you ever gone through something painful and questioned why it had to happen to you? What was the lesson that it eventually taught you? Share your story in the comments below. Your words and your experience might be the very thing that comforts someone who really needs to hear it today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Soundscape, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss more Song Explained stories. And before you go, tell me, what song should we break down next? Your request might just be featured in our next episode. Thanks for watching.